In the year 2371, the skies above Earth had turned from a serene expanse into a raging battlefield. The alien fleets, known as the Zakarth, had descended upon humanity with a ferocity unmatched by any previous threats. Their armadas, darkening the horizon with their vast numbers, launched devastating attacks across the globe. From New York to Tokyo, London to Sydney, no corner of Earth remained untouched by the war that ensued. For years, humanity had been complacent, believing themselves to be alone in the universe, the masters of their own destiny. That illusion shattered when the Zakarth first appeared, emerging from the depths of space like a swarm of locusts, relentless and seemingly unstoppable. They had technology that bent the laws of physics, weapons that could vaporize cities in seconds, and shields that turned the most advanced human weaponry into mere light shows. However, what the Zakarth hadn't accounted for was the resilience and ingenuity of the human race. As the initial shock wore off, the United Nations, long a symbolic body with limited power, transformed overnight into the United Earth Command, a centralized military force pooling every resource available to fight back the alien invasion. At the forefront of this resistance was Commander Elena Maris, a tactical genius whose career had been defined by her ability to think outside the box. She watched from the command center in Geneva, analyzing the battle data streaming in from around the world. The situation was dire, but Elena knew that the key to victory lay in understanding their enemy. "We need to capture one of their ships intact," she said decisively to her diverse team of advisors, who hailed from every continent. Her eyes were fixed on the large tactical display, showing a live feed of the ongoing skirmishes in orbit and on Earth's surface. "It's the only way we'll learn enough about their technology to turn the tide." The plan was bold and fraught with risk. The Zakarth ships were equipped with self-destruct mechanisms that activated the moment they sensed tampering or significant damage. Capturing one would require precision and timing that went beyond human capabilities, or so it seemed. Undeterred, Elena coordinated with her chief engineer, Dr. Rajiv Chandra, to devise a plan. "What if we use their own signals against them?" Rajiv proposed, tapping rapidly at his tablet. "We could mimic their communication protocols to create a false command, making them think that the ship is ordered to disable its self-destruct." Elena nodded, impressed with the simplicity yet brilliance of the idea. "Do it. Prepare a specialized team. I want our best on this. People who can improvise under pressure." The operation was set for dawn. A team of elite soldiers led by Major Tom Jackson, a seasoned veteran, would pilot a captured Zakarth small craft, modified by Dr. Chandra to emit Zakarth signal patterns. Their target was a medium-sized cruiser currently orbiting the Earth, isolated from its fleet. As the first light of dawn broke over the Earth, the team set out on their mission. The silence in the command center was palpable as everyone watched the progress of the small craft on their screens. The minutes stretched into what seemed like hours, until the craft finally docked with the alien cruiser. Breathless, Elena and her team listened to the comm feed. "We're in," came Major Jackson's voice, surprisingly calm under the circumstances. "Proceeding to the control center." The operation was meticulously planned, but nothing could have prepared them for what they found on the alien ship. As they navigated through the eerily quiet corridors, they realized that the ship was not just a military vessel, it was alive, its walls pulsating with a strange energy. "We've got company!" Jackson's voice cracked through the comm suddenly. Laser blasts echoed in the background. "Looks like they didn't appreciate us boarding without an invitation." Back at the command center, Elena clenched her fists, her eyes glued to the screen. "Hold your ground, Major. We need that ship." The battle was intense, pushing human technology, and the corridors of the newly captured Zakarth cruiser hummed with the activity of Earth's finest scientists and engineers, all drawn to Geneva's secured aerospace facility, where the alien vessel now lay dormant. Elena watched as teams, cloaked in biohazard suits, maneuvered through the labyrinth of alien technology, their movements precise under her keen supervision. Inside the command center, Dr. Rajiv Chandra was the first to uncover a breakthrough. "Commander, we've accessed what appears to be the ship's core AI," he announced, his voice crackling with excitement over the comm system. The room drew silent, everyone's attention pivoting towards the large screen displaying a complex network of alien glyphs and symbols. Elena leaned forward. "Can we communicate with it?" she asked, her mind racing with possibilities. "Potentially," Rajiv replied, his fingers flying over his tablet. "The AI's interface is responsive, but we'll need to decode the language. It's unlike anything we've encountered." As Rajiv and his team delved into the alien code, a parallel team led by xenolinguist Dr. Amina Baraka worked tirelessly to decipher the Zakarth language. Using algorithms trained on thousands of languages, they began to peel back layers of the alien communication. Miles away, Major Tom Jackson oversaw the military's preparations for what might come next. Utilizing data extracted from the captured cruiser, new defensive strategies were developed, and Earth's orbital platforms were reconfigured to harness the alien technology's power. It was during a high-tension meeting about the new defense deployments that Dr. Baraka burst into the room, her eyes wide with the weight of her discovery. "We've cracked part of the communication protocol. It's not just language. It's a map of their operational tactics. The Zakarth have weaknesses, exploitable flaws in their formations." Elena seized on the revelation. "Prepare simulation models based on these formations. We strike where they're weakest. Rajiv, how soon can we integrate their tech with ours?" "Working on it now, Commander. We might be able to enhance our drones with their shielding technology within the week," Rajiv responded, a hint of urgency in his voice. The integration was a patchwork of human ingenuity and alien innovation. Earth's existing drone fleets were rapidly outfitted with modified Zakarth shields, and their offensive capabilities were augmented using alien weapon systems. The drones, once mere scouts in the vast expanse of space, were transformed into formidable war machines. Meanwhile, Amina continued to unlock secrets from the AI. "The Zakarth are not just conquerors, they're scavengers," she explained during one of the strategy briefings. "They assimilate technology from civilizations they conquer. It's how they've stayed ahead." This information reshaped Elena's understanding of the enemy. "They adapt, and so will we. Rajiv, focus on adapting their propulsion technology. If we can move faster, we can outmaneuver them." The weeks that followed were a blur of activity as Earth prepared for a counteroffensive. Strategy meetings turned into briefings on interstellar maneuvers and simulations of space engagements. Elena knew this was their chance to not only defend Earth, but also to send a message to the Zakarth and any other potential threats lurking in the cosmos. The day of the counteroffensive arrived. Earth's newly enhanced drone fleets, accompanied by human-piloted starfighters, deployed in strategic formations around the planet's orbit. The Zakarth, confident in their supremacy, approached with their typical form. In the aftermath of Earth's startling victory, the command center buzzed with a mix of exhilaration and tension. The recent successful defense had provided a vital boost to morale, but Elena knew that the war was far from a settled affair. The Zakarth would be analyzing the battle, likely as stunned by the setback as humans were emboldened. As the debris of the battle drifted silently in Earth's orbit, Dr. Rajiv Chandra advanced their technological assimilation efforts. "The propulsion systems we've captured are revolutionary," he explained during a technical briefing. "They use a form of gravitational manipulation that we've theorized but never achieved." His team had begun retrofitting a squadron of experimental ships with these systems, promising a level of speed and maneuverability previously unimagined. Simultaneously, Amina and her linguistics team continued to excavate the depths of the Zakarth AI. Each layer peeled back exposed more about the alien society, their hierarchy, their culture of conquest, and crucially, their reasons for targeting Earth. "It appears they were drawn here by our unique position in this arm of the galaxy," Amina reported. "We're on a sort of cosmic crossroad, valuable for strategic control." With these insights, Elena formulated a daring plan, not just to defend, but to deter further attacks. She proposed the creation of a network of interstellar beacons, using the Zakarth's own communications technology to broadcast a warning signal. This network would serve as a deterrent, an intergalactic buoy line that marked Earth's territory in the void of space. The construction of these beacons began under the guidance of Chief Engineer Tamara Vos, who had become instrumental in adapting alien technologies for human use. Tamara oversaw the installation of the first beacon, a towering construct housing a core of Zakarth communication tech surrounded by human engineering. It was a symbol of Earth's resilience and ingenuity, a beacon of defiance cast into the cosmos. Meanwhile, Major Tom Jackson trained a new breed of pilots, ones who could navigate the revamped ships with their alien-enhanced capabilities. These pilots learned to weave through asteroid fields with unprecedented agility and to use the gravitational anomalies of space as slingshots, propelling their craft at velocities that baffled traditional physics. As Earth's strategic defenses solidified, intelligence gathered by espionage drones hinted at a fracture within the Zakarth ranks. The aliens, so long unified under a banner of conquest, were showing signs of internal conflict. Elena seized upon this intelligence, directing her psychological operations team to amplify the dissent. Broadcasts of the Zakarth's recent defeat and the strength of Earth's resistance were smuggled into their communications, sowing seeds of doubt among their warriors. As the first interstellar beacon flared to life, sending its pulse of warning and defiance into the dark, Elena convened with her top advisors. They gathered around the hollow table, projecting the vast network of space that now contained their early warning system. Each beacon was a node in a growing web of surveillance and deterrence, a network that would alert Earth to any incoming threats, giving them the time needed to mount a defense. Earth's cities, once vulnerable and exposed, now thronged with the vibrancy of a civilization that had stared down annihilation and was determined to thrive. Skyscrapers gleamed with the reflective sheen of advanced materials. Streets bustled with the energy of a populace engaged in their world's defense, and public squares were filled with screens showing live feeds from the beacons, reminders of their reach and vigilance. The balance of power had shifted. Earth was no longer an isolated and unaware player on the cosmic stage, but a fortified presence, a sentinel at the crossroads of space, watching, waiting, and ready. As the galaxy spun silently around them, humanity stood united, a beacon unto itself, casting a watchful eye over the stars. The tactical shift from defense to surveillance and deterrence marked a new era in Earth's interstellar strategy. The network of beacons, now spanning several key points in the solar system, functioned as both sentinels and heralds, broadcasting a mixture of warnings and offers of peace to any approaching civilization. Elena oversaw the expansion of this network, each new beacon strengthening Earth's perimeter and diplomatic posture. But peace was more a hope than reality. Deep in the command center, the atmosphere was taut as reports of a large Zakarth convoy moving towards one of the outer colonies arrived. The convoy, larger than any that had previously engaged with Earth, seemed intent not on a swift raid but a calculated occupation. With the stakes abruptly raised, Elena convened her crisis council, their faces illuminated by the glow of the strategic display. "Commander, their trajectory suggests they're targeting the mining colonies on Titan," Major Tom Jackson reported, his eyes scanning the latest satellite imagery. "Their fleet size is unprecedented." Elena's response was measured, her mind racing through scenarios. "Alert the colony governors. Begin evacuation procedures, but keep it discreet. We don't want to provoke them until we're prepared to strike." As Titan's citizens secretly boarded evacuation shuttles, Earth's newly formed rapid response fleets readied themselves. These fleets, equipped with the latest in hybrid technology, represented the pinnacle of human innovation, a melding of Earth engineering and adapted alien tech. The pilots were veterans of previous skirmishes, their resolve steeled by the memory of Earth's burning cities from years past. Dr. Rajiv Chandra introduced a new tactical element just hours before the engagement. "We've managed to retrofit some drones with a prototype stealth technology derived from the Zakarth cruiser. They're virtually invisible to radar and sensors." Elena integrated this new asset into her strategy, setting a trap that would turn the tide of the impending battle. The stealth drones were dispatched ahead of the fleet, slipping unnoticed across the cold expanse of space towards the approaching Zakarth armada. On Titan, the evacuation was almost complete, the last of the shuttles bursting through the atmosphere as the alien ships began their descent. The colonists watched from the relative safety of their temporary shelters on neighboring moons, their futures uncertain. The battle commenced with a silent fury as the stealth drones, undetected by the Zakarth, infiltrated their ranks, sending back critical data to Earth's commanders. With precise coordinates, the rapid response fleets launched a surprise offensive. Laser cannons and missile barrages lit up the void, each strike coordinated and lethal. The Zakarth, caught off guard, scrambled to organize a counterattack. Their ships, massive and heavily armed, returned fire. But the agility of Earth's smaller, faster vessels gave them a distinct advantage. The battle raged, a deadly dance among the stars, with Titan's rugged landscape as its backdrop. Amidst the chaos, a daring maneuver by Captain Lisa Nguyen turned the tide permanently. She piloted her ship deep into the heart of the enemy formation, unleashing a barrage that disabled the Zakarth flagship's main reactor. With their leader's ship crippled, confusion spread through the alien ranks. The victory at Titan was decisive. As the remaining Zakarth ships retreated, limping back to their territories, Earth's forces celebrated, their cheers echoing through the hulls of their spacecraft. Post-battle, the strategic implications were clear. Earth had not only defended a key colony, but also demonstrated its capability and willingness to engage the enemy on equal terms. The victory served as a powerful deterrent, a clear message to the Zakar redoubt that Earth was no longer a nascent player, but a formidable power in galactic politics. Elena reviewed the battle reports, her eyes thoughtful. The win at Titan would provide a brief respite. Amidst the backdrop of a galaxy still teeming with undisclosed threats and hidden alliances, Earth's intelligence networks worked relentlessly. They deciphered intercepted communications and surveilled distant movements, seeking to unravel the complex web of interstellar politics influenced by the recent clashes with the Zakarth. In the heart of this network sat the newly established Interstellar Communication Hub on Luna, where Amina Baraka led a team of xenolinguists and cryptographers. The moon's low gravity afforded the construction of massive antenna arrays and deep space listening posts that pierced the void, capturing whispers from light years away. It was here that Amina discovered the fragmented signals hinting at a coalition of civilizations, ones that the Zakarth had either subjugated or antagonized. These fragments painted a picture of a sector on the brink, where multiple species grappled for autonomy against the Zakarth dominion. Elena seized on this intelligence, recognizing an opportunity not just for defense, but for diplomacy. She initiated the First Contact program, aimed at establishing dialogues with these civilizations. Earth's message was one of peace, but also of unity against a common oppressor. Meanwhile, Dr. Rajiv Chandra focused on consolidating Earth's technological gains. His team reverse-engineered more of the alien technology, particularly the energy systems that powered the Zakarth ships. Their breakthroughs led to the development of energy cores that could power cities without the pollution or resource depletion that had plagued Earth for centuries. This new technology was not only a tool for war, but a promise of a brighter future for Earth's citizens. As the preparations for diplomatic missions went underway, Major Tom Jackson trained a new squad, the Diplomatic Protection Group, DPG, specialists equipped to deal with both the threats and protocols of interstellar diplomacy. These elite units were as skilled in cultural negotiation as they were in combat, embodying Earth's commitment to peace and preparedness. The first diplomatic mission was to the Kaili, a bird-like species known for their vast knowledge of astronomy and navigation. The Kaili, having suffered under Zakarth raids, were initially skeptical of Earth's outreach. However, the display of shared technology and the tales of Earth's resistance against the Zakarth warmed them to the prospect of an alliance. Back on Earth, public opinion was a tide that ebbed and flowed with the news of alien engagements and diplomatic ventures. Elena made sure to keep the populace informed and involved, their support crucial to the sustained effort of what had now become an interstellar effort. Universities and think tanks opened new departments dedicated to the study of alien cultures and technologies, and public forums buzzed with discussions of Earth's role in the broader galaxy. Amidst this societal transformation, a crisis unfolded. The Zakarth launched a sudden strike at one of the outer communication relays, a crucial node in Earth's early warning system. The attack was not just a bid to reclaim lost territory, but an attempt to fracture the burgeoning network of alliances Earth was building. The relay, positioned near the asteroid belt, was manned by a small team who immediately sent out a distress call. Major Jackson's DPG was the closest force, engaged in maneuvers near Mars. They responded with swift precision, navigating through the belt to intercept the Zakarth forces. As the DPG ship slid into combat, the skirmish was brutal. The Zakarth had brought one of their elite units into the fray, determined to make an example. However, Earth's forces, using the asteroid field to their advantage, managed to turn the Zakarth's tactics against them. The battle was a harrowing dance among spinning rocks and lethal projectiles, showcasing the DPG's training and Earth's advanced maneuvering technology. The relay was secured, but the attack underscored the precarious nature of Earth's position. Elena, reviewing the battle footage, knew that each victory added layers to their strategic depth, but also drew them deeper into the complex politics of a galaxy full of ancient grudges and hidden danger. As the delicate web of alliances began to solidify, Earth found itself at a pivotal juncture in its ascension to a recognized galactic power. Elena's strategic vision extended beyond mere survival, aiming to establish Earth as a central figure in galactic diplomacy. The establishment of the Galactic Council was her brainchild, an institution meant to foster cooperation among the various star systems and prevent conflicts like those sparked by the Zakarth. The Council's first assembly was to be held on Earth, a symbolic gesture of the planet's new status. Ambassadors from the aligned species, the Kylie, the mineral-rich Gorthons, and several others who had felt the yoke of the Zakarth oppression, arrived on Earth amidst a flourish of media coverage and public fascination. The event was not only a diplomatic milestone, but also a showcase of Earth's rich cultures and renewed environment, revitalized by alien energy technologies. However, the path to peace was fraught with challenges. The Zakarth, though weakened, were not vanquished. Intelligence reports indicated a buildup of Zakarth military capabilities, possibly a new class of warship that could threaten even the most secure of Earth's outposts. The threat loomed large over the Council's proceedings, a stark reminder of the fragile state of interstellar peace. Elena, in her role as Earth's prime delegate, opened the Council with a speech that was broadcast across countless worlds. Today we stand together not as separate species scattered across the stars, but as a united community with a shared desire for peace and prosperity. Let this council be the ground on which we build a future where war is an anomaly, not a norm. The council sessions were intense. Delegates debated everything from trade routes and shared technologies to mutual defense PWN seats and cultural exchanges. Elena and her team worked tirelessly, mediating conflicts and forging agreements that balanced the diverse needs of each civilization. Amid the diplomatic frenzy, Dr. Rajiv Chandra made a breakthrough that would change the strategic landscape. His team had successfully integrated Zakarth energy technology with human quantum computing, creating a defense system capable of neutralizing energy weapons, the main armament of the Zakarth fleets. This new system was presented to the Council as a shared defensive technology, underlining Earth's commitment to collective security. The gesture was well received, and as the Council drew to a close, a framework for a collective defense pact was laid, with Earth as the central arsenal and training ground. The pact was a testament to Elena's vision, transforming Earth from a former victim of cosmic predation into a bulwark against aggression. However, the success of the Galactic Council did not go unnoticed. As Earth celebrated this new era of cooperation, the Zakarth launched a sudden and devastating attack on a remote human outpost in the Kuiper Belt, testing the newly formed pact's resolve. The response was immediate and unanimous. The Galactic Council's member species, led by Earth's rapid response fleets, coordinated a counter-assault that was swift and decisive. For the first time, Zakarth ships faced not just human technology, but a coalition of alien forces, each bringing their unique capabilities to the fray. The battle was a crucible, burning away any lingering doubts about the Council's efficacy. The Zakarth were repelled, their new warships countered by the combined might and ingenuity of the allied species. It was a victory that was felt not just in the tactical sense, but deeply in the psyche of all member civilizations. In the aftermath, the Kuiper Belt victory was celebrated as the first true test of the Galactic Council's strength. Elena stood before the assembled delegates, her eyes reflecting the resolve that had brought them this far.